You are being watched.
Hello, welcome back to WhatAreMovie. I am Tony.
And I'm Claire.
And we're back for Person of Interest. Claire's confused. You thought we were watching Always Sunny, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
We're so far ahead with Always Sunny, we need to watch
we?
more. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we need to, after this Person of Interest is Always Sunny, right? We still need to watch another 3 of the long ones to catch up to where we are. So, there we go. Last time we watched today, not for you, but was Relevance. My favourite episode so far of the whole show.
Some blue squares.
We've got some blue squares, which are going to change the square around the footage for that. And it was a very good episode, yes. The only one directed by Jonathan Nolan, but yeah, had fun. Met Shaw, and had a whole different perspective on the what we're doing, yeah. This is Season 2, Episode 17, Proteus. This aired on the 7th of March 2013, directed by Kenneth, Fink, and written by Sean Hennen. Sean Hennen sounds familiar. I don't know if they did another Person of Interest somewhere. Probably did. I think they did. I just can't remember. I'm going to say it was the... I don't know. Doesn't matter. But Kenneth, Fink, I don't think we've seen, so... What do you want to see from this one?
Reese and Harold.
Yes, we got a bit of them last time.
Yeah,
I really
bit.
liked how it was done though, and we
Yeah,
got Leon. We got a little bit of Fusco and Carter doing their bits. Yeah, but there we go. Will we get more Root?
Probably.
Will we get more Shaw?
I don't know.
We'll have to wait to see. So yeah, full reaction is in the description. You need your own copy to watch along. Just make sure to come back where we'll talk all about it. Let's go. Do you reckon we'll get a messed up intro again?
Maybe.
And even more glitches
Maybe.
in the
We had
system?
one, didn't we?
Glitch?
Yeah.
There was like 6! There was so many!
Oh.
Like, do you see it like 2 frames a second or something? Is that what?
Contact lenses.
You need to get updated contact lenses, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Threat identified.
Storm warning is for the coastal areas of Nassau and Suffolk
Storm.
counties. Heavy rains and disruptive winds
Oh my
will
god, I
continue into
love
the
that. That's so cool.
prepare for evacuation.
What did you
Storm.
love about it?
There was a lot of cameras
Oh.
that were disconnected because storm.
But I need some assistance.
Nice.
Exclude Bear from our rainy day activity.
We should have seen once fewer subtitles.
Oh, they just come out the
Any word from
cinema.
our dearly departed Agent Shaw?
Not a whisper. We haven't heard anything from the machine recently either.
Oh.
Yes, I've noticed. 3 days, no numbers. Maybe we're finally cleaning up the streets.
Much as I'd like that, I have to wonder if it hasn't got something to do with the actually departed Kara Stan virus that she uploaded during the time you
Oh, yes.
could easily have spread all the way to the machine.
The machine, Finch.
Oh. That sounds like the machine. Nice.
Maybe your machine really is on the fritz. Has this ever happened
Did you
before,
see the
Finch?
glitch?
It's a precedent.
It gave us all 6 numbers at once, spread out across the country like this.
Find no solid connection between them. 3 of the 6 numbers are listed on missing persons database.
There's one local, Jack Rollins.
I'll enlist Carter's help looking into the other 5. Keep an eye on the machine's erratic behavior.
Yeah. Oh, the countdown.
I'm gonna let myself in.
Of course.
Why not?
Creepy head. That was creepy.
No sign of the man himself. Someone was already here. Bill.
A rental property on Owen Island. Rollins was in a hurry to get out of the city. We're not
Maybe he doesn't like storms.
In a storm like this?
Find out what's on Owen Island.
Is that a good idea?
Storm or no, Finch. If Rollins is our one lead, I'm headed to the beach.
Yeah. That doesn't look like a good idea. Looks like it's hitting Philadelphia as well. Do you think the gang will be alright?
Maybe.
Dozens of reasons people step off the grid.
First person to go missing was a French student 7 years ago.
Alan Fahey handles cybercrimes.
Seems like he's on to something. Oh, that business about Cal Beecher. What do you know?
Beecher's bad news. Steer clear, Carter.
What do you reckon about him?
Was he just trying to get the dirt, maybe?
What?
Maybe he's trying to, like, undercover, you know?
Yeah.
Like a Fusco.
Maybe. Maybe.
This is Special Agent Fahey.
This is Detective Detective Carter of the NYPD. Cases were connected through one potential MO's missing destroyed photo.
I don't chase leads. I write reports.
I might have a new informant.
Well, I put all that information together months ago. Now something suddenly just popped up.
Confidential source.
Confidential from the FBI. Nice try.
Wow. That was a lot of good.
They're evacuating the
This
island.
does not look fun.
Rollins' rental house.
Rollins in Brooklyn. Storm knocked out a transformer down the street.
Why go
I
back
like
there?
the spooky vibes of the
Spoke to an
storm.
FBI agent looking for photos
Ah.
or a lack
weird.
thereof. Basement storage. Should look downstairs, Bear. Nothing
Creep.
to worry about.
Yeah, I'm a bit creeped out, to be honest with you. Would you go in that house?
I'm getting like It Chapter 2 vibe. When you go downstairs. Isn't that about an egg?
Ah?
About an egg? Wait, has he got everyone's photos, do you think?
Empty photo frames,
Oh.
just like the others.
Hmm.
Mr. Reese, I found something missing in all today.
I didn't copy.
Hmm.
I'm not alone.
Bear?
Oh. Bear's not having a good time either.
What is it?
What is it indeed?
Creepy little hole. Pennywise's face just in there.
What's burnt? Someone's teeth?
I think I know what happened to all those missing people.
What a cut. Man.
They were cremated? Wait, that's...
FBI, don't move. Hands up. I want to see some ID.
Well, which is it? You want my hands up or you want to see ID? Jennings, U.S. Marshals.
Nice.
Well, you look for Rollins? Me too.
We believe a wanted fugitive may be looking for Rollins. But why don't we take our weapons off each other and clear this house?
Everyone on edge.
Rollins was here recently. When we head to the local police station, we're going to need a few more guys on this.
Get a team together. So all those missing people have been
Someone tried to destroy
Cremated?
these teeth.
disintegrated.
Flame wasn't hot enough to burn enamel.
Assuming that the teeth belonged to Jack Rollins, he was likely dead when they were removed.
Ugh.
One would hope so, anyway.
Didn't just want to kill Rollins.
They wanted him to
Raise them
disappear.
from
We may be
history.
looking at more than a string of missing persons. We may be looking at a string of murders. Our killer can assume these identities, composite of all these missing persons in more ways than one.
Oh.
Looking at a serial killer.
Your favourite. Claire loves a good serial killer.
Benj, where are you going?
I have to get there myself.
How do you think you're going to get out there?
I think I'll use my pilot's license.
She's like, yeah, all right. Would you fly in that weather?
Huh?
Would you fly in that weather?
No.
We're looking for this man.
Don't recognize him.
Mind if we at least make a few phone calls?
If the cell and landlines weren't down, the
Everything's
power wasn't out.
busted.
How's your coffee?
You may have jurisdiction and authority here, but one thing you don't have is my cooperation. For now, Mother Nature takes priority.
Lovely. Wow, she doesn't want to share a coffee, eh?
I'm really suspicious of this guy.
Why?
I think Rollins is dead, and he may not be the only one. I think we're on the trail of a cold-blooded killer.
You want to share this early?
Tell me, what do you know about making a body disappear?
Oh my. I mean,
You're asking the right person.
yeah. If you're gonna ask anyone.
This place is a ghost town. I would have called, but you're not answering those, are you? Maybe you could tell me what I did wrong.
I'll talk when I can.
I guess I'll check in later.
Man, he was just like, he must be confused, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, unless he knows what he's done, I don't know.
I saw that.
It's my new bride. Both dental hygienists, did I say that?
Yes.
Fascinating.
The killer must have taken the identity of his victim.
Whoever is traveling as Rollins could easily still be on this island.
No, more people.
It's just in time to see it go on.
Who's that person behind him?
Who's this guy?
Dennis Cunningham. I picked a bad day to check up on my hotel.
We saw someone down by the dock, like he was prepping a boat for himself.
Ah,
We have to get down there.
that's a bit crazy.
5 stranded people. This is where I need to be.
Absolutely, Deputy. So we'll go and bring him back here for you.
She's got help. She wanted help.
Yeah.
She shouldn't complain.
No, can't win with her. Bloody hell. Jeez. It's nice being in a different location from New York as well.
Yeah.
And the vibe of this. It reminds me of Heavy Rain. missing people, heavy rain.
Kind of man risks his life in this weather for a few crustaceans.
There's a lot of money in this hall.
Who's with you?
No one.
Someone sneaking on board, eh?
Shots here. Looking to get away from this storm is all. Looking for some work on the boats? Got stuck out here by the storm?
So many people getting involved now. Do you know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
like tons of them.
Feels like a Poirot. I feel like they're all going to be in a room together. It's going to be like, right, I need to figure out.
And here comes the plane. Ooh, Lost vibes about that, especially considering
Poirot lost.
considering who's on the plane as well.
I don't care who you are. You can't endanger my citizens by landing your Cessna in the middle of my town.
What's going on here?
This amateur storm chaser, Harold Gull, is under
Gull.
arrest. He landed a float plane in the town square.
My meteorological equipment.
Despite this man's recklessness, we have bigger things to worry about.
You think you could put some more diesel in the Jenny out back?
Wow. What way to get out to the island
Yeah.
is fly.
He's not going to come back, is he?
Why not? What could possibly go wrong?
Those numbers all dead.
I had the displeasure of seeing all that was left of the real Jack Rollins. What if the machine sent us all 6 numbers to tell us that someone had been all those people? What if a smart killer is interested in taking identities like a chameleon, changing into his victims
Look at the
their
tongues.
lives until he gets bored and moves on to the next?
That FBI guy needs to see you back.
He came back.
You did.
You were a bit worried?
The killer was here minutes ago. He shed the Rollins identity.
Well, damn.
Then it could be anyone in there.
Who did it? Who done it?
If the killer is among those people, he's out of his element. He's broken his pattern.
This trap must have taken on another identity. Why didn't the machine give us his real identity?
I assume he's smart and he digitally erased his original persona. I did.
Well, we need to find a way to hunt him.
You familiar with storm chasing?
What equipment did he bring, eh? There's a lot of camera changes through it.
Didn't know if you were still too busy.
Could use another set of eyes on something. Take a look. Missing person, Rollins. This is him leaving his shop, him coming back the next day.
That the same guy both times? Guy locking up is left-handed, and the guy unlocking is a righty. He's also a couple inches taller.
Damn. That's a good cop work right there.
You want me to conduct a series of interviews? You want this guy to help?
No, he appears a little strange. But he does have some interesting in those bags.
You familiar with the Instantel seismograph?
This is, Jack Rollins.
Don't recognize him.
Who do you recognize?
I've known Stanley most of my life.
Good old Stanley.
And where did you two meet?
We met
We
in
met in
Albany.
Oh.
Why did you evacuate? Disregarded a state of emergency?
I had to preserve my catch.
How's it going?
So is it like makeshift lie detector?
These tiny waves and all these little bumps of the heartbeat. Getting clean reading. Stanley's a little below average, but I think there might be something wrong with him.
Oh.
I just think his blood alcohol level could start a lot more. Fisherman.
He's nervous about something.
I know
He's fish.
Ethan Matson. He's good on the boats. Want to know who I don't recognize? That drifter who comes to an island in winter looking for seasonal work.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
Nice. Man, some good transitions.
A former student who went missing.
I remember Henri. We often lose touch with recent alumni.
Lived in student housing. Did he have a roommate?
Student named Alex Declan. He requested a new roommate his last semester.
Ew.
Last semester of his senior year.
That's strange. I can't find his registration. No student photo either.
Oh, my.
Suspicious, one may say.
Dennis, you're such a busy guy. Victor, you don't have an ID. You don't have a solid alibi for being here on the island.
It must be crazy to just stumble into a crime investigation.
Yeah.
D-ring's kind of weird. You're in the military.
Oh. It's going a bit nuts. Oh, he's sweating. What's she hiding?
The runner.
Who is this?
Who is it?
You said her name was Carpenter Carter.
Oh.
Generator.
Oh.
Do you read me?
No. That's bad timing, right?
Yep. Convenient timing.
What do you mean? Oh. You're right. Too convenient. It's Finch!
Is she dead?
Oh man. And the radio is busted. Man. Someone really don't want people finding out.
Do you know where there might be a radio?
Where?
From the airplane.
Ooh.
You shouldn't go out there.
Maybe.
The storm's pretty bad.
Need to get to Owen Island.
Whoa, yo. I can't let you do that. I don't care what lead it is.
I'm going, Cap. I won't say it again.
Okay, but I'm driving.
I mean, she already lost the FBI job.
First you question us, and now this?
It's a Poirot.
What are they doing in there?
Looking for liars in the group, talking about finding a killer.
You're building a hotel on the other side of the island. Nobody even knows your fate.
Hundreds of business contacts in the city. Call any of them.
Yeah.
Behavior analysis, John. Just give it a minute.
Mr. Newlywed.
He was killed with a knife. Whose knife was it?
I know whose it is.
Well,
I didn't hurt anybody.
Oh, Jesus. My God. He's got some... Not good enough, though. Fighting skills.
That's what I thought.
God help me, I was lying, but I'm not a killer.
You're a Marine. You're on the run.
You called it.
Who else knew you had that knife?
I mean, I came into the station with the fisherman.
Where is the fisherman?
It's gone back for his fish.
Slipped out.
I'll go after him.
Is anybody really safe? He's got the right idea.
What the hell at this point?
Yeah, he could have stayed back at the library. It wouldn't have been much good, would it?
So,
Oh, is this
you
going to
think
be
you can
awkward?
cross the entire state before you say a word to me?
What do you want to talk about? I can think of some things. Aced out of the FBI because she keeps bad company. How about that? Not a friend of internal affairs, huh?
I'm in narcotics. My neck of the woods don't mean a thing.
Makes me wonder about the man I trusted.
Oh, what, you don't trust me? You think I'm dirty? Then I'm on the take. Is that what you think?
I don't know what to think.
Yo, what did they tell you about me?
They told me that you should slow down.
Pay attention to the road.
Beecher, slow down!
Oh.
What, you think I'd hurt you?
I don't know, but I don't want to hurt you.
Oh, it's like a love story, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh. Not meant to be.
Oh, it's not raining.
It's Romeo and Juliet from
Yeah.
two different precincts.
Come together.
Yeah.
Marijuana.
What a shot, that was so good. Yeah, oh, fishy. Oh, that was pretty easy. I'd keep the harpoon with me just in case, you never know.
Oh no, that couldn't be.
Unbelievable. You smuggle it in on your boat?
I don't know if he's talkative.
Just bleed if I'm right.
So, like, in the mix, they've now found a runaway Marine, now a drug smuggler.
Yeah.
So you go in the trunk. FBI.
Wow. Damn. What a shot, man.
What gave me away?
I told you I was suspicious of him. I called it.
That's one of my favourite shots. That's so good.
Did you see the amount of blue screens then?
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
The needle spiked in between the interviews when you were resting on the table. You should keep an eye on that heart rate.
Who are you really?
I could ask you the same thing. You're taller than I would have thought.
And you bought every minute of the dedicated Agent Fahey. Make a sound, I start hurting innocents. Let's take a walk.
Wow. What a creep. Was he playing it?
You have no place to run.
It's over. It's over for Fahey.
Other agents will come looking.
Like the last one?
He's got a creepy vibe in here.
Seemed nervous. He left me no choice. I had to kill him. Then I realized my only way off this island was to become him. Damn storm hits and some cowboy U.S. Marshal comes stuck, a special agent.
The deputy, why harm her?
Couldn't be sure what she heard off the radio.
Man, it's unhinged.
Honestly, the question isn't who I am.
Who are you?
It's who you are. I can always spot an imposter. I spotted you.
Don't like him.
Are you like me?
You're an amateur at this.
You're in the way. Go in the tree.
God, what's this guy's problem?
Don't worry. It'll be quick.
He's gonna wake up and then do a little.
Jeez.
As quick as that?
We've had like a little back and forth then too, jeez.
Mysterious Mr. Gull might be my next great challenge.
And what about you?
And what about you? And what about you? And what about
He took the head movement pretty damn well.
and you're the answer. You're going to fly me out of here. You haven't outlived your usefulness.
You could never be me. I save lives.
Oh, I live those lives better than real people ever could.
Man.
Follow them and watch them waste what they... One day I'll stop when I find the person I meant to be.
What?
That's why we both looked at each other.
You hurt people because you like it. Because you're sick, need help.
Nice.
On second thought, maybe I'll find another way off this island. I'll miss finding out more about you.
Hey! I only expected John.
Yeah.
He's like, is that you? I can't see.
Let me get my glasses.
You have impeccable timing.
How did you get here? The unpleasant people inside said they thought they saw you come this way.
Unpleasant people.
Is that him?
Pretending to be an FBI agent. Had a badge and a gun and
What?
body armor.
Oh! Nice.
Nice.
Had to be Cal. Saved the day. Damn. That was close. Ooh. That was
It felt
cool.
like we wasn't too sure about that.
That was so cool.
Police station. Bound to be one of these around here somewhere. I don't know what happened last night between us. I'm wondering what happens today.
Can they fix this? Is the question.
I don't know what happened, but I'm glad you were here.
He's still a friend.
Smuggler shot at me with a spear gun last night.
Is that a first for you?
Wish I could say it. I'm glad the machine was right. Smart enough to tell us about a killer with multiple identities.
It may be true that the 6 numbers were not a glitch. The 3 days of silence preceding it were. If the machine had been working properly, we might have gotten a number for the real Alan Fahey and saved him.
Something's not right.
I wish I knew what that means for the future.
Ugh.
At least the storm's passing.
No, Mr. Reese, I have a feeling that it's just beginning.
Yeah. Oh, goosebumps. Well, my God. Cool, that was Proteus. What did you think of that episode?
We got Harold and Reese.
Yeah, Harold and Reese throughout. We got a wet bear.
We did.
We got a wet Reese and a wet Fink. Everyone was wet. Yeah, kind of a back to basics, but
Yeah.
not really.
No.
Felt different. It felt like a whodunit stuck in one place.
Yeah.
On a separate place from New York, which is cool.
Yeah.
There was a storm, which was really interesting. The idea of the
Like
machine.
a different vibe to
Yeah.
the normal.
The machine malfunctioning. We got no Fusco this time.
No.
Yeah, but there we go. I enjoyed it. It was different.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think last episode, in my opinion, is more interesting because we got, I don't know, a different perspective on it. But, I mean, it's a good episode.
Got no root.
No, we didn't get any continuation of that.
No.
So, yeah. Who knows? She's busy being a comedian. Changing her role from
Yeah.
Victoria to someone else right now. She was Miss May, then Victoria, then
Yep.
maybe she's still Miss May. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah. So, we got...
Them leaving the cinema.
Well, we got the intro
Oh, yeah.
of the machine with 6 faces, and then it focused on one near New York because they were all across the city. And then we got them coming out the cinema, but there's a big storm.
Yeah, it was raining and Reese said a comment about Bear being with them and...
Yeah, the vest. Something about the vest, yeah.
They put a...
Yeah, and then he was like... And then, yeah, Finch was like, well, we need to get Bear out and he needs to enjoy a little field trip with us.
Yeah. So they put a
Reese
disability
was like,
vest on him, as in he was like...
Yeah.
Finch's dog.
Yeah, an assist dog.
Assistant
yeah.
dog, yeah.
He's like, I could have picked a better film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they comment about the fact they haven't had a number for it for 3 days, which is very unlike the machine.
Yes. Reese makes a comment like, oh, maybe we're finally cleaning up the city.
Yeah, and then...
Well, Finch is kind of like, yeah, I'd hope so, but it's not right.
And then the payphone they're walking past goes
I think they talk about before that, though. They're like, can't you just... You built the machine, can't you go under the hood and see what's wrong and fix it? He's like, I built it, like, secure for a reason.
Yeah.
Someone's up, but... Yeah, the phone rings.
They get some numbers. That's when we...
They mention, though, Finch also mentions... so Reese says, have we heard anything from our recently dead, or not dead, Shaw? And he's like,
Nothing.
no. But I got a feeling that our actually dead Stanton and the virus she uploaded to the Department of Defense could have
they're not too
reached
sure
the machine.
what. Yeah, because that's when Reese is like, can't you just look under the bonnet?
Yeah, exactly. So they make that mention that it could be that. Yeah, which did you ever mention it? I think you might have.
I think when it started, the glitching started, that I was like, wait, could it be linked?
Yeah, at first you said it was information overload.
Yeah.
Then you were like, it could be this.
But didn't it say a raid failed at one point as well?
No, I think you imagined that.
No, I feel like it came up with raid.
I don't remember.
Because I remember when it came up with raid, it said something about a raid, because then because I said, we have raids at work, so we have to check, like, I wouldn't have just mentioned a raid.
I think you did. I think you actually
No,
did. I think you did. We'll have to look back, but I don't think it did.
It doesn't seem like the type of thing I would just be like, what about a raid?
I feel like you did. That's why. And then you started talking about it for ages, and I was like, was that in the episode? It might have been in the episode, I don't remember, but yeah, who knows. Anyway.
But it turns out they get 6 numbers. Which also Finch is a bit like, why is it checking out 6 numbers? There's definitely something
and they're
wrong.
all across the country. Yeah. He looked them up. 3 are recently missing persons, and then the other 2 don't exist. Like, there's no real trace of them online. The last one is Ronin's. Jack Ronin's?
Which is the one that's local to them.
Yeah. So he's going to go check it out. So Reese goes to his place.
We see a little timer on Finch's screen as well for the 5 months.
Yeah, which is counting down. Yeah. They're still worried what's going on. But yeah. But he goes over and Reese finds nothing there really, apart from a bin with a bill all laid out.
Yeah.
Someone was in a rush to get out of here. He thinks Rollins was in a rush to get out.
Yeah. They've
it's a bill for his
rental.
A rental on Owen Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
they've got Carter involved at some point, haven't they? Because Carter's looking into them
not quite.
as well.
It's next. Yeah, literally next.
We don't see them get her involved though, do we? It goes to Carter and
Finch does say he's going to get her involved.
Oh, does he say that?
Yeah, he did mention I'll ask Carter for assistance.
Yeah.
And then
because the guy just gives Carter the files.
Yeah, yeah. It gives her the files of the people, and they're quite thin.
Yeah.
And then he's
like
like
they're just missing.
A lot of notes from an Alan Fahey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she calls it. Well, she then asks the agent about what does she ask? Oh, he says, "Do you want me to look up for Fahey?" And she's like, "No, I can follow on."
Yeah.
And then she asks him about Cal. What do you know about him and what's going on with the investigations? And he kind of just. Do you remember what he says? Does he say just?
I think he says that.
Company, yeah. Think about the company.
I think he says about the
IAB investigations again. Yeah. So.
I think he does.
Yeah. But just basically don't.
Just make sure you fully trust someone. Before.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you think, Cal? Still.
I don't know. I'm really hit and miss about him.
Yeah.
Because he does seem like a good guy.
Yeah. But then this whole thing has thrown her off, and then they had a little argument, and but at the end of the day. He saved them, so who knows? Carter calls Fahey, or who she thinks is Fahey. Turns out well, we think it's Fahey, I guess.
Yeah.
You did say after a little while he looks suspicious. So.
Yeah.
But the guy answers. You can even tell she asks him a question about something, and then he kind of goes, and then he kind of like stutters a bit and does a weird movement because he's making up as he goes along.
Yeah.
He got caught off guard. Yeah. So yeah, he's getting a bit. Oh, and then he says something of... She says, my source is confidential. And he's like, more confidential than the FBI? Something we don't know? I don't think so. Goodbye.
Yeah.
That's how he talked his way out of it. And then she's like, what? So, Reese has arrived at the rental.
Yeah.
Starts looking around. Meanwhile, Finch has arrived at Roland's house.
Yeah.
He's looking around.
Again.
Yeah. Didn't he look at other houses or something? Said something about there being no pictures.
No, he's on the phone to Carter because Carter says the people that were missing, there was no pictures.
Yes.
So that's why because Harold's like, I'm looking for pictures.
Yeah.
Because
or lack
that
thereof. Yeah, exactly.
That was the thing that was in the other one.
So he's looking around. He finds more empty picture frames. I think he starts talking to John at this time because John says, I'm here. And he finds the empty picture frames again, and Bear runs off.
Yeah.
He follows Bear. What has Bear found?
A little incinerator.
Yeah, with teeth.
Yep.
Serial killer on the loose.
Yeah.
So Finch kind of just like figures out, I think all these people we're searching for are dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we're searching for the person that did it.
Yes, which is another weird glitch, like, because they're then like, well, if it's giving us these numbers for people who are dead, the machine's obviously not working right. But then Reese makes a comment at the end like, oh, well, it pointed us in the direction of the right person, so it's working correctly.
But the original guy, who is the original guy, does he even have a social...
that's the thing.
They said, they don't know who he is because he's probably deleted himself.
Yeah, maybe the machine can't
Harold
work
has,
out.
he doesn't probably have a number. So his numbers are their numbers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So it kind of makes sense in a way, but it probably should have just given them Roland's number.
Yes, exactly.
Not all the others. But then would they have connected all the dots to all the others? And now they found a serial killer. So
yeah, exactly. So there we go.
But as Reese is in the house, he hears someone.
Yeah, he does. He hears someone, and it turns out it is the agent.
Yep, the FBI agent.
Who...
Then there's this weird standoff with their guns, and he's like, FBI agent. And then
he doesn't
like,
show the inside of the FBI. Did you...
And then he's like, US Marshal. Like, should we...
Yeah, work together?
Yeah.
Let's get down to the police station and...
But they look around a bit more.
Yeah, only a little bit, but there's not much to it. But Carter is then looking at the teeth and talking to Finch and saying this guy, wasn't hot enough to burn the enamel.
No.
This guy was either in a rush or whatever, but he knows what he's doing. And then Finch is like, I've got to get on that island because it could be there. That's where it leads to.
Because that's what she said, something about getting the DNA, but it would take a few days.
Take too long. Not enough time.
I don't have enough time. I need to
what are you going to do? How are you going to get on the island?
And then he's looking at his IDs and he's like, I think I'll use my pilot license.
She's like, what? Yeah. There you go. So they're back. They arrive at the police station, Risa and Fahey, and basically talking to the police officer who's had enough of this.
Yeah,
I've had enough of this day. I want to go home.
Because the sheriff is sorting out the evacuation and actually left here. And...
The radio's broken, this and that and that. And then even John's trying to be, not nice. He's like, how's your coffee? Yeah. She's like, I don't need you here. Get out of here. I'm
and then
busy.
2 people turn up.
Yeah.
And they say about someone down by the docks.
Oh, because does the scene start off with... I don't know if it does, but we also... no, I don't think they turn up yet. No, they don't turn up yet.
Oh.
So we cut to Cal arriving where Carter's looking at the people, and then he comes up and says, hello, you're ready to talk? She's like, I'm a bit busy. I'm not ready.
Well, let me know when you're busy.
That's basically that.
Yeah.
But this is where it cuts to Reese talking to the guy who's the recently married couple. And they're very lovey-dovey and like, oh, that's my wife, by the way. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And that's when the locals arrive.
Yeah.
Stan and a couple others. The bridge went out.
From the pub or something.
Yeah, and then the hotel owner's there. He's building the hotel.
Like, someone's down the road by the boat.
Yeah, so then...
looks like he's trying to go.
So Reese and Fahey go. They find a fisherman. He's trying to get out of there because the fish is expensive.
Yeah.
Little liar. And then they find another guy there sneaking around. It's just getting more
Looking
complicated.
For season work.
Yeah, yeah. So.
Yeah. So they all go down to.
And then a plane flies by.
Yeah.
That shot reminded me of Lost.
Yeah.
Do you know? It probably looks nowhere near the same because it's stormy in this. But do you remember the one in Lost where Boone? Oh, this is probably spoilers, but he's having that weird dream.
Yeah.
Oh, that episode creeps me out. I swear.
Yeah.
I might cut this out. Teresa falls up the stairs. Teresa falls down the stairs. Do you remember that? It's so creepy. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and then they head back to the police station, but when they get to the police station, Harold is sat there in handcuffs. And then the deputy's saying that she's arresting him because he landed his plane in the middle of the...
You put everyone in danger, yeah. Harold Gold.
Yeah.
Part
He's
of
like,
the
but I
membership-
needed a land of, like, a mass of water to land on, and that was a mass of water.
Yeah. And he's a member of the Storm Chasers Association or something. So, and that's when John is like, look,
no.
Can we wait till after the storm and then you can do whatever? So, yeah. Is this when I think he then starts talking to Harold by the by the coffee or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like looking around, like they both like talk to each other like, this is a serial killer. This guy, whoever he is, he's a chameleon. He's hiding in sight as the person he kills. He's taking their identity. That's when Fahey's like, you need to come. Oh no, Stan's like, because he had to go out the generator, didn't he?
Yes,
very
yes,
confused.
yes.
Stan comes back and is like, Fahey wants you. Marshall.
Yeah, that's when there's the pile of IDs.
Yes,
that's what I was like. Wait, when was the
yeah, it's because they got.
Yeah.
So he goes out and Fahey coincidentally found the burnt ID.
Yes.
Oh, the killer could be anywhere around here. So like, yeah, it's an interesting episode. What do you think of it as a whodunit?
Didn't he say the fisherman, not the fisherman, the other guy found him?
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. What do you think of it as a whodunit?
It's
I mean,
really
you
good.
pretty figured it out, but
Yeah, I just said he was just acting a bit weird for
yeah,
an FBI.
yeah. But
Yeah,
there you
but
go.
I did like, because it's like I said, it's really like a Poirot sort
Yeah.
of like everyone's there that could potentially do it, but we've got to work out which one actually did it.
And I feel like,
And then there's more murders taking place.
Yeah,
while
exactly.
they're all there, that you're like,
yeah. And I feel like it's your kind of thing because you like serial killer stuff and like that. So, we cut back to Carter, who's looking at CCTV now.
Yeah.
And then
Carol
Carol
comes
comes back. He's like, you ready to talk? And she's like, actually, I could use another set of eyes. What'd you see? And did you notice it?
No. I did notice they looked slightly different.
Yeah. Well, the guy locking up, left-handed. The guy unlocking, right-handed.
And a few inches taller.
Shorter, I think.
Or shorter.
Yeah. And that's what she was like, yeah, this guy's not the same guy. Well, he even says, that the same guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a close match, but not good enough. So, we cut to questioning time. So, Harold...
Kind of like rigs up the chair.
He rigs
or
up
the
a lie
table.
detector.
The table. Yeah, because of the metal, so it would
feel the
vibrations and everything.
He uses his storm equipment to... set up a lie detector. So, they do a little questioning.
Yeah. Who do you know here? Is there anyone you don't recognise?
Yeah, so they basically question everyone. And it comes up as like the only one, like there's the Stan who's drinking, but he might have a blood alcohol. He's like, got so much alcohol in his blood. And then there's the military guy at the end.
Yeah.
In between, Carter's on a video call.
Yeah, with the professor.
Yeah.
About the first person that went missing.
Yeah.
Because he was an international student that went missing after he graduated.
Yeah, he moved to somewhere else, and then there's no record. It's like, well, it's not so weird. We don't always keep up with them after they. Yeah.
Oh.
What about roommates? He's like, well, this one. Oh wait, he doesn't exist. He doesn't have a face. He doesn't. have a name.
The thing was that he put
He
in
wanted to change. Yeah,
change to
right at the end.
So
of
then
the
she
year.
looked at him, and then there was no picture.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Declan something, right? Or something Declan, something like that.
So was that his original?
Possibly, yeah. So there we go. But yeah, this is when they're questioning the guy who wants the seasonal work. Him.
Oh yeah.
he's very nervous, and then he starts sweating, and so he drops the bag on there. He's like, Reese has worked it out. He's military. He worked it out.
With the clips on the bag and stuff.
Yeah. So then the power goes out.
Yeah. But this is what I don't get when the power goes out. It feels like he ends up the other side.
Who ends up the other side?
The guy that they were questioning. Because he's like all the way back, isn't he?
Yeah. Does it go out when they're sitting there? I don't think it does.
No, maybe not.
I don't think it does.
Yeah, no, it doesn't, because...
That wouldn't make sense. Because then the guy's sitting there, like, how would he do that?
Because the radio was coming through from Carter.
Yes, that's when it goes
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Because then Reese just gets there and they're like, Detective Carpenter?
Yeah, that's probably what he could overhear, like, a detective? Oh no, I better cut the power. Yeah, because she's then trying to radio about the information. The Declan and all that. Power goes out. Reese goes out to the generator.
Plugs it back in.
Comes back in.
It's weird. The deputy has been murdered with a knife.
Yep. They're all screwing. It's really like, I don't know, the shot of Finch standing one side, like, and then them, and then we see the radio's broken.
Yeah. And it's like, who has a knife like this? Then Reese is like...
Well, they would say, like, what were you questioning us for? What were they asking? What was this? What was that? And then they start blaming the hotel manager and this and that. And then Finch is like, wait. Like, because Reese is like, what good did it do? And Finch is like, wait, watch behavioural. Like, and then he says about the knife. I know who owns that. It's a bad guy. And they have a little fight.
Because he goes up to him, kind of sussing him out, like...
Yeah, and the guy punches Reese, basically.
They have a little bit of a fight, but Reese is too good. Then he shows the tattoo on his arm. He's like, you're Marine.
Marine on the run.
Yeah. He said that he was doing his second tour. It
didn't hurt nobody. And he's like, who knew you had the knife? Who knew you had the knife? Reese? Him?
Yeah.
Fisherman, maybe? And the FBI, yeah. There you go. Carter's decided that she's going to the island. And Cal's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'll drive you crazy. Yeah. And this is where they have an awkward talk in their car. It's not, I guess it's quite awkward. And
Oh! Just before this, sorry. Because they're talking about who knew you had the knife and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's when they look around and they're like, the fisherman's gone.
Oh, yeah. So
and then Reese grabs his coat to go after the fisherman. Sorry, it's just...
Yeah, no, that's
And that's when we cut to them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Marine on the run part was in between Carter deciding to go and the drive, but yeah. Yeah, so they have a talk and he's like, what, are you going to talk to me or what? Going across the state and you're not going to talk to me? And she's like, I got a few things we could talk about.
About the...
IAB?
No, I think she said who's missed out on being the
FBI,
because
like,
they're friends with...
Yeah, he's like, what are you talking about? Internal affairs, he asks, right?
Yeah.
Anything like... It's like, well, I work in narcotics. It's just like every day for us.
Every 6 months we get.
She's like, well, it's not for me. It's like,
and he's like speeding up while it's...
They're just arguing, yeah. She's like, slow down. And then she's like, go ahead again. He's like, you think I'm going to hurt you? What?
Yeah.
Like, no, but I don't want to hurt you. So, again, like I said, it's a bit, But, yeah, she's got the right to be suspicious, considering. Cost her a job at the FBI. She doesn't really know him that well, I guess. But there you go, yeah. But, yeah. So Reese finds marijuana.
Yeah.
In the fisherman's thing. That's what he's trying to do. And then, pudding! Harpoon. I really like the shot. He kind of looks and then drops it. And then
the guy's trying to, like, redo it.
And then he just beats him.
Yeah.
And as he goes to put him in the trunk.
He opens the trunk to find the FBI agent. Dead in the trunk. A different FBI agent.
And unfortunately the fisherman's woken up and smacks him out. It's a bit of a tussle back and forth with him, which I quite like. Because the fisherman's a big guy. He's like, Reese is good.
That's when Finch kind of works it out as well, doesn't he?
Yes, so this is where Finch is looking at the thing and he's like, that can't be.
Yeah.
And then he goes into the table and he's looking at...
Look at the FBI badge.
The best shot, which is probably going to be the thumbnail.
Yeah.
It's just dark behind him and then the flash of light and you see him standing there. So good.
And he sees that there's no ID in the FBI badge. No IDs in his wallet.
So the guy puts the gun to him and is like, when did you work? What gave me away?
Yeah.
It's like in between the interviews, the spike. You need to get your heart checked out.
Yeah.
He wasn't looking at that point. And you can tell he's instantly a different person the way he's talking and stuff. So... But he takes him out to the little generator room and then start talking to him and is like, Basically, he says he's going to take over Finch's personality.
Yeah.
It's like he was saying how he had to improvise when the FBI agent and he got stuck.
Yeah.
He just goes with the flow, learns about people, and then he's saying he was a better person than any of them ever were.
Yeah.
Finch is like not having it. Because like he even asks it, he's like, "Who are you?" Like, "I'm gonna be you," and he takes his glasses.
Yeah.
And I like the bit of I can't remember what he says, the words he used, but then the guy copies him and does that little head movement that Finch does. It's quite clever. It's quite nice, but.
And then we flash to the boat, don't we? Because now the fisherman's got Reese
Yeah,
and he's
dragging
like
him.
dragging him, and then he's saying something about
dumping him in the sea.
Yeah, it'd be cold, it'd be quick, and stuff. And then all of a sudden Reese wakes up and is like,
smacks him with
"Will
an
it be
oar."
this quick?"
Yeah. That looks like it's the end of Finch, because Finch, basically, the guy's talking about it all and
That
saying...
Finch is going to fly him off the island.
Yeah, but then Finch is like saying how he's a killer and he's like, he's awful and he just did it because he had fun or whatever. Yeah. And then the guy's like, maybe I changed my mind.
Yeah.
I can find another way. And he goes to, and bam! Carter saves the day.
I thought it was going to be Reese.
Yeah.
It kind of set it up that Reese got
I quite like the twist.
Fisherman.
Yeah. So I think it was just enough time for you to forget about them driving there, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe because you're thinking about Reese at the same time.
And then Finch takes the glasses off of him, puts them... Is that Carter?
And he says, he just had a...
How did you get here? She's like, oh...
He had a badge, a gun. I like that bit. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
What else? He says about the badge, the gun, and a body armor or whatever. Guy gets up, but Cal saves the day, which kind of makes it makes Carter's mind a bit more twisted. I guess she's like, what now? Yeah. We get then a really cool shot of it zooming out of the machine, and it makes that weird noise.
Yeah, really struggled it sounded like.
Yeah, it's really
But there's a few scenes in this that we said as well, when it like pans out and you have all the cameras. Like I said, there was some blue screens.
Oh yeah, there was that was from the beginning. There's loads of blue screens. There was like stormy ones. There's no signals. Yeah. And then I think towards the end, like at that part, more cameras were available because there we go. Cal and Carter kind of Cal's like, I don't know what happened to us last night, but what happens now, today? And she's like, I don't know. Where do you think they're going to go from here?
I don't know.
I want you to guess. What do you reckon? Do you reckon they'll make up?
I hope they do make up and stuff, but I think he needs to be a lot more open with her, I guess, and answer the questions that she has, because she has a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And if she thinks he's lying about anything, she's not going to give him the time of the day.
No.
We know what Carter's like.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a good police officer. She ain't got time to mess around.
She's even basically looking into Fusco at the moment.
Yeah.
For the murder of another police officer.
Two. Yeah.
She doesn't care. Like, Fusco said, like, I need to talk to you. And she's like, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, her job comes first.
Yeah. Yeah, which is kind of crazy because she is kind of crossing a line to help Finch and Reese, but
she understands it's
she knows they're doing good things. Yeah, so but there you go. So Reese and Finch talk, and like I said, they mentioned about how maybe the machine didn't mess up. Maybe it pointed us in the direction of the serial killer, and we've worked out. But then Reese, Finch still isn't too sure. He's like, well, the 3 days of silence says otherwise, because if they let us know sooner, maybe we could have saved Fahey. Yeah. There's a dead FBI agent now. And then Reese is like, at least the storm is gone. No mysteries. I think the storm is just starting.
God. The root is the storm.
There we go. We only have 5 episodes left. We're getting so close to we're getting close to the end of this, Mr. Robot, and Breaking Bad.
Yeah, but this is personal.
Yeah, we're getting it's heating up for all of them, and it's crazy. But there we go. That was Person of Interest. Back to basics episode, but not. It's still feeding off of that. The machine is messing up kind of deal. And a different kind of whodunit on a different location as well, which is quite neat. And the storm added a nice vibe, spooky vibe. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Who knows where we're going next? Do you think we'll get Fusco next time?
Hopefully.
Yeah, more Cal.
Yeah. Maybe.
More Root.
Maybe.
Who knows? There we go. But yeah, next on the channel is It's Always Sunny in 2 days. Otherwise, we'll be back for Person of Interest in a week's time. But there we go. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.